The world is dying. The wrecks of cars and other industrial trappings litter the streets. The lights are on, but nobody seems to be home. The ones that are do not show themselves. This is not a place of warmth. Calicorns, creatures from the old world, roam the streets. Nobody to care for them. Nobody to guide them. Whatever change that has caused the city to be this way has forgotten about them. This is not how things should be. We weren't meant for this. You know deep down that you cannot be here anymore. This is not a place that welcomes you. You must leave it behind. Contrary to Okamoto's previous titles, the world of Herdling hasn't taken on ecological ruin, not yet anyway, but it still feels like a world that is no less unwell, or at the very least incompatible with who you are. You and your small flock must escape, must journey beyond the limits of the city and into the great unknown. Now, you might be able to relate to this somewhat, right? The world, firstly, seems to be making outsiders of a lot of people recently. Personally speaking, the advent of so-called revolutionary generative AI makes me feel rather alienated from the people that like it, that supposedly don't see the joy that comes with the creative process and trying things for yourself. It's created a pretty big divide between who I am and the work that I want to do. Sometimes I think it would be nice to just leave it all behind, to not have to worry about it. So to me, this is what Herdling is about. It's a fantasy. You might be put off by the main mechanical premise from playing other games that throw herding in as a frustrating, obtuse distraction, but the herding in Herdling has been filed down to a mirror polish. This dot being the jewel in the crown of the game's mechanics and controls. The dot marks where your herd is going to go, so after a while, you're not even thinking about it. You're controlling everything based on where this dot is and where it needs to be. It's so intuitive that it doesn't take long to become an expert. Not to say that the game is a complete cakewalk, of course. Peril awaits you at every turn. You'll have to take care of each and every one of your calicorns. You'll have to clean them, pet them, and save them from danger. Sometimes fatal danger. I love these little guys. I love caring for them, and all of them are my children. At the start, you're given the choice of randomly naming them or naming them yourself. Now, this is absolutely not my thing in video games. I usually don't care, but by the time the game was at the halfway mark, I was naming every calicorn I came across. Like this guy. Saved him from a nasty fool. He's called Cliff. Really, this is a game that, despite its climate, feels warm and kind. I know there's a tendency for stuff like this to venture towards the right hand of fantasy. You know, remember when men were men and worked in the fields and didn't have iPhones or lattes? But it doesn't feel that way here. The game demands that you respect these creatures. There's often times where you can't brute force your way through things and need a gentler approach. There's a wider discussion about how these kinds of games, these escapism, fantasy, power-washing, truck-driving, company-running games, sandpaper the rough edges of these respective professions. While that's true here, I bet herding a bunch of sheep-like creatures sucks ass, I ultimately think that herdling is good. Its message is good. Be kind to each other, help people while they're down, and they'll help you when you are. Don't be afraid to venture out and find your community. Okamoto have hit the mark yet again. While many developers struggle to make transitions of any kind, the transition to full 3D feels as effortless as it looks stunning. While speculation on the development cycle is just that, it's likely this has been in production for many years. It's a refreshing announcement to release turnaround time in an era when games can, take a certain number of years. Whether it's economical development or a bag of playdate money, it feels like it still can be done. It's wild that these are the games that we get now. In a quiet year, it would undoubtedly be on my end-of-year shortlist. In a busy year such as this, I mean, it probably still will be. There's so much to play, and the only limit is the time and the money that you've not spent on rent and groceries. I hope this game does well for Okamoto. Launching a game that they're not known for with a premise that's associated with the bad parts of good video games is a challenge to be sure. But they've stuck the landing here, and in my mind, cemented themselves as one of the greats. Hello, thank you for watching. As you may know, this video is a part of Silksong month, where basically I'm going to try and make a video every week on something that's not Silksong, because I don't want to play Silksong right now. It's like 100 hours long. I don't have the time for that, so I'm going to spend all my time making videos instead. Anyway, yeah. That's it. Please stay tuned if you like the sound of that. Please subscribe. Oh, it lights up now. I've heard that'll be fun. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. See you later.